Here are 13 times Meghan and Harry were embarrassed in front of the whole world. Just wait for the ninth one, because that one will make you wonder why they still show their faces on national television. Meghan seeks relevance by all means, and to do that, she seeks to meet people who are already popular so that through them, she can boost her own popularity. During one of Taylor Swift's tour stops, Meghan Markle reportedly asked for backstage access to meet Swift, and when the request was made, Meghan was told that Swift was on a vocal reset and wouldn't be seeing anyone currently. Meghan was disappointed, but to everyone's surprise, at around the same time, William's children got a backstage visit during his birthday outing to the same tour. The embarrassment on Meghan's face was second to none. This was the embarrassment of the century, and this time it came from none other than Princess Sophie of Edinburgh. During a school visit, Sophie was familiarizing herself with the students and even speaking to them about the royal family and what it means to them. And in the process of speaking to them, she needed an illustration, so she drew out the royal line of succession for the students to see. Instead of adding Prince Harry and his wife, she omitted them from the drawing entirely. People literally searched the drawing for Prince Harry, but he couldn't be found. Some said that Sophie was just speaking facts. As Harry was way down in the line of succession, she didn't need to mention him. But it was flagged by many as a quiet, pointed snub from the Duchess. And then there is this moment that really tells you everything about how Meghan sees herself. During her failed podcast, she reportedly sat down and wrote a personal handwritten note to Taylor Swift inviting her onto the show. Taylor Swift, the woman who is currently making billions of dollars, selling out stadiums worldwide and breaking every record in the music industry. And Meghan thought she would drop all of that to come and sit on a podcast that most people did not even know existed. The confidence is genuinely breathtaking. Taylor Swift did not even bother declining personally. She had a representative do it for her, and that response alone says everything.
Apparently, the Duchess of Sussex wrote a personal letter to Taylor Swift asking her or inviting her to come onto her podcast. And Taylor responded through a representative of hers and declined the offer.
And then there is the moment that broke the internet for all the wrong reasons. During their Bondi Beach visit on the last day of their Australia tour, Harry and Meghan showed up with a massive crowd of cameras, security, and some fans in tow. The whole beach turned to see what was going on, except one woman. She was lying on her towel, sunbathing, and could not be bothered to even look up as the entire circus walked right past her. The internet immediately crowned her a legend. While Harry and Meghan were busy trying to look like beloved public figures, one Australian woman reminded the whole world that a suntan does not stop for Sussex. Peter Phillips got married on June 6th, and it was a full royal turnout. King Charles, Camilla, William, Catherine, and even a heavily pregnant Eugenie was present. Just imagine, Eugenie showed up despite carrying the entire weight of her father, Andrew's scandals on her back. Andrew himself was banned because his presence would have been quite painful distraction. And Harry? Also not invited. Grouped in the same category as the most controversial royal in the family. At least Andrew has a scandal as an excuse. Harry just stopped calling his cousin, and his cousin returned the same energy.
Let's talk about Prince Harry. Of course, now he's been left off the guest list of this upcoming wedding for his cousin, Peter Phillips, who will be marrying Harriet Spurling. Now, it's interesting that Harry's been left off because it appears, or it's been written that as though the cousin's loyalty is lying with Prince William.
When they stepped out of the royal family, they thought they would get to keep Frogmore Cottage, which had been their home during their time as working royals. But that wasn't the case. They were asked to vacate the premises as quickly as possible, and at this time they reportedly became homeless in a sense, seeking help from people on where to stay.
Overnight, a spokesperson for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle saying the couple is being kicked out of their Windsor home, telling NBC News the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have been requested to vacate their residence at Frogmore Cottage. The cottage, owned by the Crown Estate and just minutes from Windsor Castle, was a gift to the couple from Queen Elizabeth.
If that wasn't embarrassing enough, The renovations and maintenance they had put into the property were reportedly removed, and their signs were erased, almost like they had never been there in the first place. Their ties to the royal family were removed right along with it. People had grown tired of Harry and Meghan. When they showed up for the Platinum Jubilee in 2022, instead of being welcomed by the crowd, they were reportedly booed, to the point that they both had to bow their heads in what looked like shame as they entered St. Paul's Cathedral. This was one of the most awkward moments of their post-royal life, an embarrassment they likely won't forget anytime soon.
Meghan Markle and Prince Harry hit with boos and some cheers as they made their first public appearance with the royal family in 2 years. Inside St. Paul's Cathedral, they were seated on the opposite side of the aisle from Harry's brother, Prince William, and his wife, Kate Middleton.
Is this awkward?
Oh, yeah.
And when it comes to absolutely destroying someone through satire, nobody does it better than South Park. They dedicated an entire episode to Harry and Meghan. Two people who built their entire brand around demanding privacy while simultaneously chasing every camera, every headline, and every Netflix deal they could find. South Park did not even need to exaggerate. They just held up a mirror. The episode went viral worldwide and became one of the most talked about pop culture moments the couple has ever been involved in, and for all the wrong reasons.
So let me start with you, sir. You've lived a life with the royal family, you've had everything handed to you, but you say your life has been hard, and now you've written all about it in your new book, Where? Yes, that's right, friend. You see, my wife and I are totally like, you should write a book because your family's like stupid, and then so are like journalists. So you hate journalists. That's right. And now you wrote a book that reports on the lives of the royal family. Right. So you're a journalist. Hell with Canada, we are leaving. We'll go find some quiet place where we can be normal people. Come on, wife. We want privacy. We want privacy. We want privacy.
This was the moment many say proved Meghan wears embarrassment like a crown. She went to Wimbledon to watch her friend Serena Williams play, and instead of sitting there and minding her business, she reportedly tried to strike up a conversation with Serena Williams' mother. Serena's mother was clearly focused on watching her daughter play, but Meghan kept trying anyway, only to get ignored. It's said Meghan really thought showing up under the supporting Serena banner would help revive a "we're still good friends" narrative, but by most accounts, Serena's family made it clear they weren't interested in playing along. Hugh Grosvenor, one of the wealthiest men in Britain, got married and put together his guest list. And when it came to Harry and Meghan, the parents of the very child he is godfather to, he reportedly did not even think twice. They were not invited. The reason was simple and brutal. According to insiders, Hugh Grosvenor believes that it was his bride's day, and he preferred not to have it spoiled by the drama, as Meghan doesn't know how to stay in the background. Think about that for a second. This man agreed to be spiritually responsible for their son and still could not bring himself to invite them to his wedding.
Britain's most eligible bachelor, the 7th Duke of Westminster's wedding.
He's got a few quid, this lad, as well. Did you know? £10 billion. He's the richest Brit under 40. He inherited it from his late father.
Good catch. Well done, girl, whoever got it. Snared him.
But while all the royals have been invited, Prince Harry, remember him? He won't be there. It's understood that it's to avoid any awkward run-ins with Prince William, his brother.
Which is sad, really. Now, how about they just grow up and get over it?
After stepping down from royalty, Meghan and Harry effectively became just another set of former royals, and when it came time for trooping the color, they were reportedly expecting an invitation like in the past. Instead, what they got was a big snub from the royal family. They weren't invited onto the balcony. The royal family, it seems, just wanted them to remain in their Montecito mansion and not disturb the event.
Meghan Markle and Prince Harry will miss out on a big royal event on Saturday. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have not been invited to Trooping the Colour, the annual public celebration of the British monarch's birthday. This year will mark the first time the event has taken place during the reign of Harry's father, King Charles.
Harry is still the son of the king, but when it came time for his own father's coronation, instead of standing side by side with him, Harry was seated in the 10th row, where he couldn't be seen well. Royal insiders believe that he was being kept at a distance because of the decision he made to leave the family, seated in the 10th row behind the working royals, while Meghan remained in California entirely. This seating arrangement was viewed by many as deeply symbolic. Harry and Meghan were initially expected to attend the diplomatic reception until the guest list was quietly trimmed down to working members of the royal family only. And just like that, they were out. No working royals, no invitation. The snub was reportedly devastating for them, but there was nothing they could do about it. You cannot demand to leave the firm and then be upset when the firm stops, including you.
And Meghan, and what is now appears to be a mix-up with an invitation, and they have now reportedly been uninvited to something. We're talking about a state reception that's going to be held this evening for world leaders who are going to be attending the Queen's funeral. Now, the King's spokesperson tried to clear this up, saying that only working royals will be attending the event. This after it was reported that these two had been invited. So if no working royals, that means Harry and Meghan can't be there.
There you have it. 13 times Meghan and Harry were embarrassed in front of the whole world. Which of these numbers caught your attention? Let us know in the comment section, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video.